welcome to Outlook Video, your nationally recognized, award-winning news magazine for gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender communities. I'm Roberta Gonzalez-Gray.
I am Christine Conkle. We welcome you to our annual coverage of the San Francisco LGBTQ Pride Parade. This is the 45th year of this world-famous event.
This year's Pride event is titled Equality Without Exception. This weekend also marks the United States Supreme Court decision on gay marriage released Friday. The 5-4 decision to have LGBT marriages allowed and recognized in all 50 states is a hallmark decision for all LGBT community, their family, their friends, and me and my wife.
Yes, yes. This decision already has several states indicating they will not follow the U.S. Supreme Court ruling. We will bring you more on this in next month's show. Today, we'll try to capture some of the thoughts and feelings on the U.S. Supreme Court decision from those who are attending the event. We will also be bringing you 2 interviews from the Pride Parade press event held on Friday.
Let's get started with our coverage of the 45th annual LGBT Parade Parade and with the traditional Dykes on Bikes. Here they come.
Here they come.
Here it is.
Yes, without exception. Yes. wonderful. What do you think about this pride? Isn't this fantastic?
It is. You can just feel it. I mean, when people know now that they have the law, the supports, their loving relationships, is just the perfect time to be in the city. And I'm so thankful for the people that struggled ahead of us. I wish they could all be here. This is what they really struggled for.
Oh, yes,
but
sir.
thank you.
And thank you for your support all during this time. It was difficult.
It is, but I'm a product of a lot of people's work too. So thank you very much.
You bet. Thank you,
Happy
Mr.
Pride, everyone.
Happy Pride, Mr. Mayor.
If you know these songs, go ahead and sing along.
Well, we've got a lot of work to do. We've got a couple of bills moving through the legislature right now to make sure that transgender people are treated fairly with more dignity and respect. But it's an exciting day. San Francisco's values became America's values.
That's right.
Yeah.
And in view of the killings in South Carolina, what can you do this year to make sure that Black Lives Matter for California?
It's not just that could have happened in any state of this country. We've got a lot of work to do.
Jingle belling and everyone telling you be a good cheer. It's the
Ms. Pelosi, please tell us what you think about the. Tell us about the recent Supreme Court decision.
It was a great day for America. It was a great day for dignity, a great day for all America's families.
Oh, terrific.
Thank you.
Thank you so very kindly, Ms. Pelosi.
The thing about me is I never could hide myself. I always, I've told this story like a zillion times, but in third grade, my third grade teacher, Miss Ridgway, called my mother and said, your son is going to end up in New Orleans wearing a dress if we don't get him into therapy right away. Miss Ridgway saw how feminine I was. Everybody saw how feminine I was. I could not hide. I was always me. And so I didn't hide, and I was myself. And I lived in my imagination. I was bullied a lot, and I didn't feel safe growing up in Mobile, Alabama, but I had big dreams, and I loved school, and I loved reading, and I loved dancing, and those things saved my life, and my mom's support.
Who was one of your mentors growing up as a kid?
Oh, I had so many amazing teachers, all my dance teachers, but in middle school, my principal, Dr. Annette Sanders, was amazing. She saw something in me and was just so incredibly supportive. And so but there's so many teachers, dance teachers and acting teachers over the years. I've had a lot of love and support. One does not get to this place without a lot of support.
The last question is, what do you want to send to your friends in transgender community in Mobile, Alabama, as well as Pascagoula, Mississippi, as well as the whole Georgia team?
To all of my trans siblings and LGBTQIA comrades in the South, and particularly in Mobile, Alabama, I love you, and you are loved, and you are worthy to live your lives in your truth and to live authentically. So go for it. If I can do it, you can do it.
Thank you so much.
Mark Leno. Senator Leno, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes.
What would San Francisco be without you in the parade?
Well, thank you.
And tell us also, what is your take on this most recent, exciting judgment from the Supreme Court?
Well, it's long overdue, but we'll take it.
Yes.
June 26th will long be remembered. It was the day that San Francisco's values became America's values. And it's a moment and time in history, I think, that should make every American proud. Further unfolding of the great promise of our Constitution, our Bill of Rights, our Declaration of Independence, that all people are created equal and all people must be treated equally under the law. Very basic concept.
Yes, indeed.
You know, the Equal Protection Clause of our Constitution says that no citizen or class of citizens shall be provided any privilege or any immunity not provided to all citizens on the same terms. Now, I'm not a lawyer, so life's very simple, but where's the ambiguity in that statement?
Exactly. It seems pretty straightforward and clear-cut.
Very straightforward, yes.
Excellent, sir. Can you tell us, please, again, moving forward,
Yes.
do you think that we'll see some other more social changes?
Well, unfortunately, this country is light years behind every other industrialized nation on planet Earth. There are still absolutely no protections from discrimination based on sexual orientation or gender identity at the federal level. And because of this Republican-dominated Congress, we can't even get a bill to the floor. So that would be the Employment Non-Discrimination Act, which has been making its way through Washington for the past 25 years, and they can't pass something as simple as that. So now, with the Supreme Court decision, you could be married in the morning, go to work, put the photograph of your legal spouse on your desk, and in over half the states in this country, your boss could come up and say, "You're out of here. I don't hire faggots." That's perfectly legal in 29 states across the country.
I wasn't aware of that implication.
Yes, so we've got a lot of work yet
So
to
there's
do.
still some work to be done.
You could lose your job, you could lose your apartment. You could be denied a room at a hotel, and it's all perfectly legal.
Oh my goodness. So yes, indeed, we do have a ways to go.
We got a long ways to go.
Well, thank you, Senator, for being one right there in the forefront
Yes.
to make sure that we get moving in the right direction.
Well, we love Outlook. Keep up your great work.
Thank you, sir.
So Gregory, what a fabulous weekend. Tell me how you feel about the recent Supreme Court decision on same-sex marriages.
Well, what's so cool is that I sing with the San Francisco Gay Men's Chorus, and it seems like the last two major decisions by the Supreme Court, like that have affected my lifestyle, me being gay, we sang on the same night. I opened our show, so that was really cool. I have to admit that. But I just think it's about time coming. I wish this was like available to me like 35 years ago when I had someone very dear to me. I would have married him in an instant, but it just wasn't available to us. He's no longer with us, and I'm very sad about that. But I really feel there's some hope for me now as an individual who thinks about my retirement all the time and who's going to be in my life. And I may have someone at my side now that's going to be a permanent fixture because of this decision. And I really feel like there's a lot more options for me now, and it affects me directly. And I never thought marriage would ever be an option for me. But hey, it's amazing. And you know what? As long as it took, it went really quick, it seemed like. So I adore Ruth Bader Ginsburg, okay? She's the best. So go RBG.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you for your time.
Hey, thank you.
Oh, Mary, it's good to see you again. So tell me your thoughts and how you really feel about this wonderful decision that came down by the Supreme Court.
I feel really good about it. I feel like I do not want to get married, but we should have the right to get married. Everyone should have the right. Or they should just charge us half of the taxes, because I'm still paying taxes on my pension, and I've been paying taxes and don't have equal rights.
How true.
And we still need to keep the fight going, because it's not over. You think it's over, but it's not over. And I know that from civil rights struggles.
So this is your first gay pride?
It's not. The Warriors actually marched the last 2 years. And I've marched with our employees the last 2 years. I'm not used to being in the front of the parade, though, so it'll be the first time for that.
You really did.
Thank you.
So what was your first thoughts today when you heard the decision?
You know, I'm a devoted Today Show viewer, so I was having my coffee answering some emails when that music came on for breaking news. And we knew what it would be about, but we didn't know what the outcome would be. So there were a few anxious moments, but obviously I share the joy that everybody's feeling today for really a historic moment in our country's history. And it's so amazing to me how quickly we have come as a society. My story came out in a big way on the front page of the New York Times 4 years ago. I could never have imagined the change in our society over that 4-year period. So I think it's a great day to be in America. It's a great day to celebrate our success.
Did you realize the impact that you had on people when you came out in 2011?
Well, it's very hard to judge yourself, right? I had to really rely on people around me. I could have taken care of this by talking to my friends and my coworkers, but the question was there something more that could be accomplished in doing it much more public way? I consulted a lot of people and decided to take that path. And my text messages today are filled with people I've kind of walked this walk with. Jason Collins from the NBA, Robbie Rogers, who plays for the LA Galaxy, Michael Sam, the football player, Billy Bean, the head of diversity for Major League Baseball, as a former player. We've all been exchanging messages this morning and really sharing a moment that we're proud of. We're still behind in sports, especially men's professional sports. But we're catching up, and hopefully we're going to get to where society is today and be a deserved part of the celebration.
Well, thank you again for talking to us today.
Yeah, of course.
Appreciate it, and
Thank
welcome
you.
and congratulations. Are you married? Are you thinking about getting married?
I have a partner of 5 years. I'm a relationship guy. I lost my first partner in 1994, 17-year relationship to AIDS in New York City in 1994. I have a great partner now with who has 2 young kids that we're having a lot of fun as a family right now.
We'd love to get mail from you. Email us at comments@outlookvideo.org.
To contact us by phone, call 408-293-3040, extension 205.
Visit our website at outlookvideo.org.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/outlookvideo.
And connect with us at facebook.com/outlookvideo.
about yesterday's decision?
I'm greatly looking forward to the squirming and anguished cries of the insurance industry after the Affordable Care Act got upheld, and now all these people who couldn't get married can get married and get their partners on their insurance. Who loves insurance companies? Go get them.
What do you think about yesterday's decision?
Well, I think it's very gratifying for all of the organizations that have been putting money out for Pride, for marriage equality. But I think that it is also not so great in that they have put all that money out to the detriment of poor and homeless LGBT kids and homeless LGBT and trans people. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to keep momentum going. On the other hand, I'm also feeling that I think it's kind of been a wedge issue, and the fact that we have marriage throughout the land now for gays and lesbians, that eventually other things will follow. So yeah, there you go. That's my...
Okay, ask her, how should we prepare from the backlash from the conservative right?
Oh. Ready?
Yeah.
Blessings, Naomi. How would you prepare from the backlash of the conservative right?
Well, I'm really hoping that because we have sort of focused on this, we're ready for what's coming. And it will be coming because they're, but preparing, I think we're already sort of prepared. We've been doing so many things, and the momentum is growing. There's a majority of people in the United States who are no longer anti-gay marriage, gay and lesbian marriage.
Were you part of the setup process, or you just came here after they set it up?
I wasn't, unfortunately. We got here too late for the setup.
As you look at this huge, gigantic triangle on the side of Twin Peaks, what thoughts go through your head?
Well, I live just down in by Dolores Park, so it's incredibly inspiring when you look out your window and you can see it. It's wonderful to live in a city where you can have such public symbols of support for LGBT rights and those struggling for them across the world. So it's just really inspiring.
Now that gay marriage is legal in the entire country of the United States, what do you think this will do for the rest of the world?
Well, obviously, the United States and the gay and LGBT movement in the United States has always been a leader for so many. And I think seeing now that it's been passed and the highest court in the land supports it, I think it'll be a great support for people around the world. And there's a lot of energy that went into the campaign to gain this recognition in the United States. So I feel that people can help give their expertise and advice to other countries around the world so that they can achieve a similar result.
Now, in terms of Ireland passing gay marriage by a referendum, Ireland is a Catholic country. What efforts were necessary in order to win the vote on the referendum?
Yeah, well, it was really a very public campaign, obviously, and it wasn't just fought out in terms of political rhetoric or political language. There were so many people that, this was a public campaign, but it was also a personal campaign. So many LGBT activists or friends and family supporters of gay marriage, of marriage equality, they came out and they had conversations on the doorsteps. They tried to change minds. And really that's what it was. It wasn't a campaign about big ideas. It was just a campaign about, people's love for each other and wanting to be able to express that and have it protected under the law.
Now that it is legal in Ireland, what impact will it have to your northern neighbour?
Yeah, well, now obviously if you look at Britain and Ireland, you can get gay marriage or gay partnership in Scotland, Wales, the United Kingdom, the Republic of Ireland, and in Northern Ireland you can't quite get it yet. So I think it'll put a lot of pressure on it to make that change and to try and spread that equality to that jurisdiction as well.
So you're saying that it's possible for two people of the same sex to get married in the UK, but not in Northern Ireland?
Not Northern Ireland. It's different in Northern Ireland.
Explain the difference, why?
So, the UK has devolved assemblies in Scotland, Northern Ireland and Wales. And while it was decided in England and I think Scotland and Wales that you can get married, in Northern Ireland they decided that they didn't want that right to exist. So it's something that politicians and activists in Northern Ireland are looking to change.
How will you celebrate Gay Pride this entire weekend?
Well, my boyfriend's here, so this is my first Pride in the city. So the mayor has very kindly invited the Irish consulate and the Irish community to march with him in Pride. So tomorrow we'll be very proudly marching and waving both the gay flag and the Irish flag and probably the San Franciscan flag as well. So that's how we'll be celebrating it.
Well, thank you very much for talking.